is, running it down on these niggas.
Sex, drugs, money, and murder, my nigga. You know how we did it, my nigga. Still be painting them bitches, my nigga. Ripping that raw and fucking your bitches. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. 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 Niggas, they never gon' hurt you. Niggas, they never will hurt you. Sex, drugs, money, and murder. Sex, drugs, money, and murder.
Got the traps right, understand how to get that. Ran down on them niggas with a flip back. Knew I never seen another nigga live like that. I was still getting stacks back. Had to fuck around getting them packs back. Niggas.
There's so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
But in public, the couple, who married in 1997, denied the gossip about their marriage. Over the next several years, Jada and Will kept up the appearance of a committed married couple.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people, you know? And we hadn't figured that out.
During our walk in Baltimore, Jada reflected on their breakup.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, well, why it fractured, that's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
Jada says she considered a legal divorce, but could never go through with it.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
It's your boy Bullis Gotti. Let me just tell y'all this, man. I'm looking at this Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith situation. So, Jada got a book coming out, basically a biography on her life. And she's writing a book and talking about her relationship with Will, talking about her life and all that. So she's on NBC, morning show. And she's having a sit down with Hoda from NBC. And they're talking about her book and her being separated from Will Smith. Now, I'm not very surprised because we heard the Trouble in Paradise a long time ago, because when he did Focus with Margot Robbie, they were saying that they had a relationship going on. But people got to understand, when a marriage is based off of you going your way, she going her way. They was on some entanglement swinger shit. You gotta understand that. And when you're in a relationship with somebody where you can go your way, she can go her way, and y'all both doing your own thing in a relationship, you know what that's about. Jada, you gotta realize something. Will and Jada knew each other back in the days before they even got married. If you read Will's book, he talked about before he met his first wife, he was trying to get with her. But what happened was, this is true facts, what happened was, she didn't like Will. She thought Will was lame, right? So fast forward, they go on a blind date with Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell, right? When they go on a blind date, they hook up again. But this time, she feeling Will, right? She feeling him. Back before, when he tried to holler at her, and this is when the time he was separate a little bit, having things with his wife, you know, they were separating. So Will got with her, they got married and all that. His wife and him divorced, his first wife, and they got together. What people got to realize about the relationship is, when you start off your relationship as saying that you have an open marriage, and everybody knew they had an open marriage since they first got married. It was not a surprise to me that Will could sleep with other women. She could sleep with other men. That's just how their relationship was, right? But what happened was, Son caught feelings. She caught feelings for August Alsina, and Will had an issue with that. But you gotta understand, you in a relationship with a woman that brought that to the table, open marriage. So when a lot of people talk about, yo, Will's stupid for that, I mean, I don't think Will's stupid for that, because he already knew what it was, and him and her was not on speaking terms. But you gotta understand, the man loves that woman hard. He's been in it. That's the mother of his children. He been with her through thick and thin. They were separated since 2016. Wasn't surprised. You could have seen that from a mile away when she was with August Alsina and he was with Margot Robbie, and then he was with this one and that one. You gotta understand, that's just Will had that that type of relationship, you know. And I think it was, she didn't really love Will, you know. That wasn't her soulmate or her muse. It was a business thing. It was a business love, and it was on that type of timing. And it was really, you know, when you settle with somebody and you grow to love them, that was that type of situation. Now, when he had his first marriage, that was really a love. That was really something. He said it in his book, man. Him and his first wife, he talked about it, that he really loved his first wife, and, you know, the mother of his son Trey, and he talked about it, because I read his book. His book is a great book. If you read his book, it's a great read. And he talked about how, you know, that was his muse and his love, because he wanted Jada in the beginning. That's who he wanted. But she completely dubbed him in the beginning. She dubbed him. If people know the history about Jada and Will relationship, Jada dubbed Will in the beginning. She dubbed him. She was not like attracted to him. She said it. That wasn't her type. She thought he was corny. He was too squeaky clean. So she wasn't going for Will, right? Until later on, like I said, later on, when they had the blind date and he was going through his separation with his first wife, that's when they got together and all of that. But before then, he met her, and how he met his first wife was he was going there to the different worlds to go see Jada. But he went to the different worlds lot and met his first wife there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, when God puts somebody in your life that's meant for you, they're meant for you. Every time, people got to understand, yes, you want to chase that one woman, but if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. God put people in your life for a reason. And in the situation, he put Will's first wife in his life for a reason. Now, it didn't work out. He got with the woman that he wanted, but you have to look at it like this. It still just shows you that when it's not built off of a friendship and a strong balance, you're going to have these type of things. And like I said, people are going to get jealous. Hearts are going to be broken. Will's heart was broken. You know, he was hurt that she was more in love with August Alsina than him. You understand what I'm saying? And this is a guy that basically was with her because he thought it was a connection there. But you got to understand, when the opposite attract, it never works. They're totally opposite. Will and her is totally opposite. They're not attract. You got a woman that keeps saying that she talks about Pac so much. Her and Pac she was Pac's muse and Pac was her muse. She loved him. You get what I'm saying? That you got to realize, you got to see what it is. When a woman loves another man, just like how she loved Tupac, and she talks about him all the time, that just shows you that is the woman's love of her life. Yes, she'll settle with you, but the man that she loves is the man that she loves. And in that situation with Will and Jada wasn't who she wanted. He was just the plan B guy that she got with and married and had this big life with and had these kids with. But that wasn't her love, her true love. And Will, he had his true love, but it didn't work out. Him and his wife is still good. Him and his ex-wife is still good friends. They still have a great balanced relationship, which is beautiful. Which is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But that was his true love. And he said it in his book. That was his true love. His first wife was the one that was for him. His second wife, which is Jada, she had to grow to love him. Because when they first met, she wasn't feeling him. You know, so sometimes, man, when God puts people in your life, man, go with the one that he puts in your life. Never go with the ones that you think is for you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and I feel for Will. I really do. I feel for him.